In spite of the fact that so many people are leaving Ukraine, those who are involved in museums tend to stay behind in order to be able to protect the artifacts that are in their care.
Cultural property and cultural artifacts and cultural expressions are a way that we tell our stories.
So the loss and the destruction of artifacts and of specimens and of the social objects that carry these stories from the past into the present is a loss to the world. We've heard, regrettably, that paintings by the Ukrainian artist Maria Priamanchenko were destroyed in a fire, and that is being attributed to Russian invading forces by Ukrainian officials. So we know that Ukrainian museum staff are heroically trying to hide collections, to move them away, to secure them and reinforce security measures to preserve them.
I also just saw that the memorial site at Babyn Yar, the site of one of the largest massacres of Jews during the Holocaust in Ukraine, that site has sustained some damage kind of collaterally after the targeting of a Ukrainian TV station. So these are just two examples. And this really kind of makes sense as a strategy when you think about how Putin views Ukraine as not as an independent nation.
He is very much in favor of trying to make us both the same people. And he is doing it through propaganda and by doing away with the artifacts that are available to people. He could be successful.
Cultural heritage, there's a universal significance to humanity for it. This is why there are World Heritage sites, for example, of which there are several in Ukraine. When these sites are threatened, it's not just a threat to the culture that is the home of these World Heritage sites. It's a threat to humanity's own history and its own sense of itself.
I worked for many years with refugees, and I have my own lived experience. And what I would say is that repeatedly what I heard is that one of the most terrible things that a refugee can suffer is the feeling that they've been forgotten. And so I think for Canada and for the world, the task is to ensure that we bear witness and that we never forget, that this becomes part of our collective memory.